that he should hang on the cross. We cannot understand how God could suffer it, because he wouldn't suffer that Ishmael, your forefather, was killed, or Isaac, when Abraham, he wanted to slaughter his son. But he suffered it when Jesus from Nazareth, he was killed. And I'm glad that the prophet, he loved also Jesus. Jesus, Isa, is dear to Muhammad. And we have come into the family from different roads. Muhammad, he tells you the way to go. Jesus, he says that the road is narrow, so you have to go to pass through your own self. So when he did die on the cross, he was not dying to show us an example that we should do the same thing as he. He showed us that we could be rid of the sins. He took it upon him. And he said, I and the Father, we are one in the Spirit. And in this way, he is, it seems that he goes into the throne of God and takes it. I and God, we are one in the Spirit, because they're speaking from the same Spirit. And I think now Ahmad Deedat, he put questions to me. And he said, now you have to choose what is truth and what is lie. One of us must be lying, and one is telling the truth. I think this is not so very strict. This, who is speaking the truth, who is lying? Well, the words, they are spoken, and you have to receive it. And you receive it in the spirit and the traditions that you are learned into. We are not worshipping a book. This is not what we believe in. The Spirit is what we are looking for. And Ahmad Deedat, he quoted what Jesus says to the Samaritan woman, that the true children of God, they do not worship here and there, but they are worshiping in spirit and wisdom. And it is what we shall do in the future. There have been wars between us. There has been hate. blood has been spilled for centuries, but there has also been love amongst us, because we have learned from each other. We will never be able to pay back what we got from the Arab world, Europe, when the Arabs, they had the texts of the philosophers, the Greek philosophers, and we got so much demolition from the Arab world. And the times was at a certain time, because war was not always raging. In the south of Spain, the Cathedral of Toledo, there the Muslim, they prayed to Allah on Friday. The Jews, they did it in the same church on Saturday, and the Christians, they had their service on Sundays. I think this is a beautiful vision of the children of Ibrahim living together in peace and brotherhood. It took only 100 years to make new wars, and the Christians are much to blame because they started a lot of wars with the Crusades. So our hands are soaked in blood. We have killed each other off. This could be also the future for the next 1,000 years. I have another vision here for Denmark and Copenhagen. I should want my church Holy Cross, like the Cathedral in Toledo. In 1,000 years, there will be Muslims on Fridays and Jewish service on Saturdays, and the Christians singing in the Sundays. So we'll look on the heavens. Maybe we have forgotten something. We are wondering. But the star world is over us. So we now have a little pause, I think, and then there'll be questions to be answered.
Thank you very much, Bock, and thank you for your tremendous vision for the future of Mothe. That would be quite interesting. For Ahmad Deedat, we, according to the original plan, we still have a chance for Ahmad Deedat to comment on some of the things that Bock said, and as we are ahead of schedule, I think we could easily take that also now before a short break.